It's me, Josh Hunter. I am here, presently on the planet Earth. Uh, First of all, I'd like to forgive myself for any antagonism I may have, or antagonistic sentiments that I may have displayed or encouraged over the last, let's say, 500 months. Like 500 months. It's 12 months in a year. 30, 12, let's say 250 months. Let's say 80 months. Over the last 80 months. Any antagonistic sentiments that I may have encouraged or displayed. Secondly, this is a defensive video, okay, to defend myself, my privacy, and the things which are relevant to my interests, the things which are relevant to the general prosperity of the planet Earth, and the people who reside upon the Earth, in defense of the infrastructure, needful structures, and the various other things that I believe are important to the further survival of gratitude and good feelings. Alright, so there are, I'm not sure if you guys are aware or if you believe in this type of thing, there are types of people called remote viewers. And a remote viewer is someone who's able to see something from a distance, meaning, you know, I haven't studied it extensively, or let's say I've not spent more than an hour and a half of my entire life studying remote viewers, but I understand the concept. I personally believe this is a bad idea, not necessarily for my own sake or even for my sense of privacy, but like I've mentioned before, if life is circular, if you are a person who remote views, you must be prepared to have your own self viewed as well. If you are a person who believes that it is the correct course of action to view something or someone from a distance for whatever reason, you must also be prepared to be viewed. So I guess if you have nothing to hide, then it doesn't really matter. But if you are a remote viewer who is not above reproach or whatever, and when I say this, I'm not saying this with any, I'm not saying this with any type of judgment. I'm not judging you, or I'm not judging anyone. I just know how things escalate. I understand how a thing which I understand and I recognize things which are seemingly innocuous that somehow, let's say, I see and recognize situations that are seemingly innocuous, yet somehow manage to escalate into proportions that nobody that nobody was ever fully prepared for. I say this because, as you know, I'm a bribing type. One time, I'm not sure if you heard of this guy. He's a YouTuber. His name is Ice Poseidon. He interviewed me. He didn't interview me. He was going on some trip or something, and this is obviously when I was homeless, and you know, I was on Argyle. Is it Argyle? Yeah, it was Argyle. Right next to the W. Or the W. And he was gonna try. I guess he was going on a trip or something. Like, hey, you want to come up with me on a trip? I'll pay you. Like, I don't remember how much it was, but I said no because there had been some homeless people who had just gotten murdered recently in that area, and I thought I probably shouldn't leave. I don't know. I just don't like the idea of homeless people getting murdered. It seems like it's a good time to be still anyway. And so he asked me though, like, what advice do you have for people to be successful? Because I mean, that's actually a good thing to ask. I mean, someone who can't even afford a house. I mean, it's a good idea to ask them what tips do they have for success. And what I told him was, bribe, bribe, and I've said this before, but just keep on bribing and bribing. I mean, you may not call it a bribe. I like the word bribe. But just bribe and bribe and bribe as many people as you can, grease as many wheels, give every type of bribe that you possibly can, and during that time, I was in the process of bribing people in my own manner. But one of the things I would do, I would find categories of people, and I guess I'll just go ahead. This is one of the methods that I use to keep myself in a defended state. I like to I like to show concern and feel concerned for people or beings who I feel people who I feel are within relative proximity to me and my interests. So I made a list of all the most relevant things or the relevant situations and organizations that I feel might have an effect upon me at some point, and I wanted to bribe them in advance so they would know, just when it came to a certain point that they ought to just, not mess with me. I guess I'm trying to be civil. So I'm going to list here some of the organizations that I attempted to, let's say, enhance. Well, I don't know about the word. Well, I mean, all right. Because like I said, I figure, yeah. I'm not quite sure of how my life is going to end up, and so I want to make sure that if anybody decides to make me an enemy, that I've already dissolved any contention between us before it ever gets there. So I made a list of just the various, like I said, people and organizations that I thought could affect me. And I have a type of, I guess you would call it a blessing way. I don't like that word blessing because it has a spiritual connotation. I don't necessarily agree with being a spiritual person. I'm saying people can do it, but I don't agree with the connotations that come with it. I think actual holiness is not something that you would readily recognize. But so I made a list, and I had so some of the people and organizations that were on that list were, the United States of America, the United States government, various countries. No, I don't. Where you coming from?
Where I come from?
Yeah, they got ATMs on the beach.
Nah, I didn't see one.
If you go down,
I went over there. I went all down there. Yeah. Come to 4th Street. Is this 4th Street?
No, this is 3rd Street.
3rd Street? What do you want to do, buddy?
So basically, I'll give you a simplified version of what I did, just so you can.
Opposite of 4th Street, so that's what I'm going.
Okay, yeah, 4th Street's that way.
Next street?
Yeah.
All right, thank you. You have a good day. Huh?
You too. Thank you.
All right, man.
So I'll give you a simplified version of what I did, and like I said, I'll say the word blessing here, but that's simply because it's something that you understand. And when you believe that a person is blessed, that's like you assume that is of overt value to that one. Okay, so basically, I would very consistently bless the United States government, bless the CIA, bless the FBI, bless the earth, bless various types of people who I would believe at some point might find me antagonistic. Not that I am, but I mean they could be misreading the situation. So included in that list was remote viewers, and when I decided, I didn't actually believe in remote viewers until I did my enhancing technique or whatever. And when I attempted to bless the remote viewers, like, it was very noticeable. Like, I remember one day I was doing it, and then this person showed up, and they was like standing next to this tree in some very obvious way, and I'm like, all right, this is interesting. I don't recommend that you. Well, actually, I guess ultimately, if you, I don't know what can go. I'm not the person to. I'm not the person to. This is designed for me, but you can try it out. Although I'm not going to be held responsible for what happens to you. Anyway, I got to thinking, if remote viewers are viewing someone who doesn't want to be viewed, and that person is particularly skilled, I'm not saying that I don't want to be viewed. I assume that I'm always being watched in some way or another. But if you are viewing someone who doesn't want to be viewed, if they are, let's say, creative enough to develop their own types of shields, reflective shields, or something that would not only turn your own sight back towards you or against you even, if they are able to design even more aggressive shields, I think it would be best to, what I'm trying to say is I think it would be best to quit any remote viewing. I know it seems like a good idea, but you don't know what you're looking at. Like, if someone is able, because your attention, your sight, is a stream of energy, or it can be viewed as a stream of energy. Oh shit, what the hell? Okay, alright, I don't know what to... Alright, I think a turtle just fell out of this... Turtle just fell out of the sky, I think. Fuck. I know this sounds crazy. Where did it come from? It didn't die. Did someone throw it off a roof? Can't tell. Alright, let me see if I can... No, I'm not going to take advantage of this. You'll either believe me or you won't. What do I do? Damn it. Anyway, shit. I have never seen this before in my entire life. Did someone throw it? Who would throw a turtle? That's a good question. You know what? It could have come from anywhere. Alright, I'm not going to... Damn it. Alright, 12:40. Damn it. I've never seen this before in my entire life. Anyway, if someone is able to recognize your energy stream, your attention, then potentially whenever a person can recognize and make actual or real, they can eventually, if they decide to, manipulate it. So if they know your attention, if they know you're looking at them or whatever, and they decide to actually wield the stream of your attention, they could direct it to some other place that you never would have looked at in your entire life. And so I'm just saying, like, if you're doing this type of thing, just watch out, because you don't know, because this is in the modern world, people may no longer want to tolerate that type of thing. So I'm just looking out for the people, or I'm trying to make sure that those people who are, let's say, innocent in their intent through the use of remote viewing, that they are able to be protected against people who very severely do not want to be viewed. So just, so anyway, the main purpose of this video is just to make sure that the innocent remote viewers have adequate protection against the more aggressive viewed types. And maybe yeah. All right, I'm gonna show you this. I mean, this fucking turtle came out of nowhere. It literally just fell out of the sky. I don't know what to do. You call animal control? I can't turn the camera around, but sorry, turtle, if this is offensive. I mean no disrespect. But look, it's right there. If you can see it. Where'd you come from, pal? I can't tell if it's... I'm not trying to take advantage of your situation, by the way. Alright, I don't know if you could see it, but... I don't know what to do here. I'll ask someone for help. Alright, thanks for watching.